Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Amur region on SnowRunner. Picking up where we left off with rocket carrier. I marked out the route that you can see. There's some of it you can't see, but most of it's there. Let me close this so I can use the mouse. This section here that was rocky and had power poles laying down across the road. I looked a little closer and I found a bypass for it. Back here where there was this big pile of debris, but there was a road going this way. Well, I think I found the rest of it and marked it out. You cannot go up through the middle of the town because of that tower laying across the street. So you gotta skirt the edge. Use a little bit of road here and then get down on the ice. Go through some trails right next to the ice. And then the ice up to here. And then this is road again. That just that far. And then it's back off-road again. There's that little bridge. There's a couple little bridges in there. And then you get back on the road again as far as the gateway. So combination of off-road, road, off-road, and ice. And we should be able to make it. I'm doing a couple little things differently. In case anybody could forget, I mean, that's pretty much an image that you could not forget. That's what we're hauling back. That's what we are going to burn up 2 hours for. I'm just predicting if it took an hour to get down without a trailer, it's gonna take an hour to get back. Trailer being empty, well, the flimsiness won't matter, but as long as it is, it's gonna get caught on obstructions. I looked at some different ways. Yeah, I was hoping I could just drag it over that. There we go. I looked at some different ways, and there are some other possible routes, but I always ran into some sort of dead end. Looked like I had something, but then I couldn't get there from here. right off the bat, where it looks like you can turn right and go through the town. There isn't any turn. There's a road on the other side of this tree-covered berm, which is where I made my marks. I mean, I even looked at little trails like that, you know, thinking as long as it goes through and it's shorter than the whole snail trail all the frickin' way. But it's not. Always runs into a dead end. I looked at the tasks for this map, and I don't have half of them in my inventory. But I do have an Apache on this map. Not very far from where we grabbed this trailer, in fact. So I can use that. Well, there's probably not any reason to, but I could use that to run around and grab jobs. On the live server, I would immediately, upon clearing the map, make damn sure I had every job and then start building bridges and clearing roads. If I had to bring all this shit over from Urska, so be it. I mean, just make a list, fill up trailers, and bring it all over in bulk. You know, I think well, gotta remember, just getting to the gateway is only part of the job. We still got the Urska side. But I don't think this return trip is gonna take as long as it did to get down here. Coming down here is when I did some extra exploration, did more messing around with waypoints, did more sitting around bullshitting. By that I mean talking about the route, going this way or that way, the merits of going this way or that way. I'm not doing that bullshit now. I marked out a route. I'm just doing the dot to dot. And eventually I'll hit the gateway. I think that was the bypass for the part with the poles down. I remember this bridge not being all that far in. I'd say we're probably halfway back. Oh, but of course we haven't went across the ice yet. So no, we're maybe a third of the way back. I think this is the route down to the ice. The route that I did not use coming in because I was concerned about how thick the ice is. Of course, don't I remember climbing those rocks? Or maybe that was a different spot. Oh yeah, this was the big mound that you're supposed to make a right angle turn around it. Yeah, you're gonna make a 90-degree turn with a big trailer on. Oh, if you had the room to swing out, sure. But it's all trees. This is the spot where it goes past the little pier, and I was unsure about how the ice would hold me up, but it seems to be just fine. It's the little wooden crates that are giving me hell. Yeah, that was nothing. Next time, I would go around the crates. Good advice for anybody watching. Go around the crates. Oh, I'm sure anybody watching this has already surpassed where I'm at. Because I don't hardly ever play it. Of course, I know a lot of console players watch me because they can't get the game yet. But anybody with a PC, I'm sure would be far beyond where I am. Anybody that plays it 3-4 hours a day, or a couple hours a day, or even just every day, is gonna be ahead of where I am. because I don't play it more than once a week. Make a couple episodes once a week. I have certain advantages equipment-wise, and the tree mod but that doesn't make up for only playing it a couple hours a week. There was a section right in here. Was it in here? Yeah. You can cross the ice right here. I want to show this to you. It's not exactly perfect, but it's either rocks or ice all the way across. You can see it from here. If you went right across there and then cut around the rock and then just kind of bounce through that gap and you're across. So I looked at a route that might involve that, but getting up here, everything's a freaking dead end. So I'm not sure if that bridge is, you could go across that or not. But if you get across the bridge, then you're up here on this road. How do you get back down on the ice? Can you go this way? But then you run into this. You can't go over that. So then what? You go all the way up here. If you can get through there, maybe you can come back down the hill and take this way onto the ice. Maybe. See, it's just wasn't going to try making up some different route. Just made a couple minor changes to the one that I used coming in. At this point, without being able to use the roads, I think it's the shortest, easiest route. I think if you could use the roads, you'd end up having a much longer route because it winds through the countryside all over the place. There's one part that is a bunch of switchbacks. We didn't go up there because there's a rock slide on it. That's why we were running up the ice to get past that part. In fact, the ice is a better road. Here's where we have to bypass another obstruction. I looked at what some of those need, and it's always like wooden planks and metal beams. Maybe some concrete here and there, but I didn't look at all of them, so I couldn't say for sure. There are several jobs that involve bringing stuff to this map, delivering it here. Or getting stuff from the map, but I don't know what you could get from it. There ain't hardly shit over here. They only put this trailer over here to make it a long bullshit trip. I think there's a bypass for this. I saw a road going off to the left. Yeah, right here. From there, right down to here. You can bypass this puddle. Comes back out right where my next way marker is. Those tracks right there. It's the other end of it. Oh, now what is this? Did I? Yeah, you can go over this. I thought for a second there those were trees that you couldn't drive over. The kind that you just bash into and get a lot of damage. But I came through there coming in. Getting close. Getting close to doing the other side of our journey. 25 minutes to make it to the gateway. All right. 25:10. We're traveling. Sometimes water, just plain old water, is really delicious. After sipping on sweet tea, diet sweet tea, and diet Pepsi, just plain water, good stuff. Let's get away from the gate. That should be sufficient. So I can take control of the camera. Now, I thought that, see, I could turn right and go up this way, but how does that get me into the loading site? It doesn't, unless I go all the way around like this. Come up this outside road past the log station, past the metal beams that are floating up in the sky somewhere, through the swampy part, get on this road. Well, actually the road is like this, and then come through here and come all the way down to here and then all the way around. Because this road doesn't cross over, it's all rocks here. This, you'd have to climb that nasty hillside. So, this little piece here, you sink right to the frickin' windows in mud. So this is the most obvious route. But to get on that, I have to come south down the hill, go across the ice, and then cut back up through here. Or I could maybe cut over to this piece that goes up and over. That might be safer than taking the ice, but it's really skinny and it's got a lot of lean to it. So at any rate, we gotta come the wrong way before we can go the right way. I'm gonna look, zoom in close to see if I can see what looks like a trail. Besides the obvious ones, I'm talking about something like through here, where it looks like it's passable, even though it's not a marked trail. That cabinet and consumables is for a job, but I think I already got the cabinet and consumables from another location. not realizing that shit was there. And that's it. Easy peasy, this part. Didn't lag one damn frame on northern Aegis, but on Erska River, it's lagging now. And the trailer is gonna drag me over. Why? Because it was in some fucking snow? No, because it's programmed to do it that way by the devs. See, the trailer's straight out behind me. And there's nothing up here that's gonna make the truck tip over. The trailer might have, I suppose the trailer could have been catching on the pole before I tipped over, and that's what made the trailer stick straight out behind me. But why would the trailer touching the pole just automatically, like clicking your fingers, snapping your fingers, just make me tip over? There'd be some sign that something's not working right. It would catch you and drag you to a stop. I don't know, after a year of Saber Interactive's shit, you know, it makes me miss Phase 1. It really started, you know, Tamir, Michigan, Alaska, Tamir, they were nice. They were okay. You could play them without having a nervous breakdown. And then Kola Peninsula happens. With Amandra. Probably make a little better speed and low. Obviously, this isn't a very passable area, but it's what we gotta do to get over to the road that'll work for us. So when they started making the mud deeper and stickier, that's when that was Kola Peninsula. That's the biggest thing I remember about those two maps. I mean, you had to deal with the ice, yes, but anywhere that you tried to go off-road, you ran into either 4-foot deep snow or 4-foot deep mud with a little snow over the top. And the mud was unlike anything we had seen to that point. And the snow was worse than Alaska. Oh, I almost forgot about Yukon. Yukon was a decent map. Yukon was a decent region. Tamir was muddy as hell, but I enjoyed playing Tamir. But then Kola Peninsula, Wisconsin, and now this piece of turd. I'm sorry if you don't share my opinion, but it's just the way I see it. Maybe it's my dementia talking, but you know, when I'm playing my custom scenarios, I have fun. I can't stay away from them. You know? I can't hardly wait for one to get almost done uploading so I can go make the next one. But when I log into Amur, I have great expectations about doing this job or that job because it's going to get me closer to the end game. But then I see that this job has 3 stages, and each stage needs 8 or 9 different types of material in decent sized quantities too. 3 or 4 of each. And you have to travel all over Cosmodrome and Chernobyl-Kamensk to get the shit. Which are not easy maps to get around on. It's not that I don't enjoy a challenge as far as a map is concerned. What I don't like is making 15 trips back and forth to get one lousy job done. It's just too much repetition. I'll show you something. Since we're at 43 minutes and I'm not going to get into another job, I'll quickly run you through the block jobs, alpha, beta, and gamma. Well, little office building showed up. Outstanding. Now that's interesting. I do have the base marked on my map, but nothing about the town. Oh well, you found the trailer, and that's what it's important. Woohoo! Okay. I don't think my trailer's there anymore. No, it's not. Oh, you know why? Because when I logged on, I logged off after the first one because I wasn't sure if I would wait till tomorrow morning to come do it. As it turns out, it's 1:45 in the morning. I haven't gone to bed. I wasn't tired, and I do get the itch to come over and play the game until I play it, and I lose that itch pretty quickly, but that's beside the point. Amur Petroleum Company. Block Alpha, Block Gamma, Block Beta. That's the one I was on the other day where I beat and bashed my way from one area to the other. Let's examine Block Alpha. the first stage of block alpha. And yes, they are on Cherno-Kamensk, which is a bitch of a map to get around on. 2 concrete block, 4 cement, 2 oil barrels, 2 packaged sand. All this material can be had there in one form or another. You might have to produce the medium pipe by bringing over small pipe and metal rolls. So you got to hiccup. You got to consider that. You have to make the medium pipe. So that means hauling material. You might have to make the metal beams, which means hauling material. I happen to know there is a place on the map you can get metal beams now. You don't have to care about making them anymore. Unless, you're on the opposite side of the map from that warehouse. But there's a warehouse, a new warehouse on Cherno-Kamensk that has things like small pipe, and which you need in order to make medium pipe. And it has metal beams. It has packaged sand. It has cement. Well, no, the cement is the one in the northeast corner. And then the second stage, 2 metal beam, 2 medium pipe, which you have to make, 2 wooden plank, and 2 concrete blocks. That's just alpha. Gamma, 1 small pipe, 2 concrete cement, 2 metal pipe, 6 brick. And then the second stage of gamma, or this says, yeah, this is gamma. Large pipe, medium pipe, oil barrels, and more small pipe. Now, technically you would do alpha, beta, gamma. For the purpose of bitching about it, it doesn't matter. But beta is large pipe. It's one big stage, large pipe, medium pipe, 2 small pipe. The medium pipe you can get, or the large pipe I mean, the medium pipe you gotta make, the small pipe you can get, concrete slab you can get, wood planks you can get, metal beams you can get, 4 cement you can get. But it's all over the map, one corner to the other, like making the medium pipe. Well, the rolled metal is in the southwest corner, and the small pipe is in the southeast corner, and then the production plant is in the northeast corner, across the street from where you get the cement. And the concrete slabs or concrete blocks are also there. Wooden planks. Didn't we just get a sawmill working? Or am I thinking of one of the custom scenarios? I might be thinking of the village. Might have to bring wood from a different map. But anyways, bitch session over. You know, there's still all this, and there's still all that. Besides those gigantic jobs, and there's other huge jobs. So anyways, I just want to get past this public test server bullshit and get it on the live server. So what I do really counts for finishing the job. Everything I do here, I have to, in a couple of weeks, I have to duplicate that again when it does go to the live server. So anyways, it's no big deal. It's just I'm tired and grouchy. That long ass trip to get the trailer is enough to make anyone grouchy. Here I blew 2 episodes to go get a trailer and bring it back, where I might have been able to get 3 or 4 jobs done if I'd done smaller jobs. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.